Tonight on The Edge, breaking news from Eastpointe.
Yes, police are on the scene of what appears to be a triple shooting. We're hearing one of the victims is pregnant. Let's go live now to the scene with Fox 2's Dave Spencer. He has the very latest for us.
Yeah, and I'm here over at Dijon and Beaconsfield in the neighborhood over in Eastpointe. We're trying to learn more about what exactly transpired. As you mentioned, police confirming that at least 3 people have been killed, and one of the scenes is right here behind me. We've been noticing that for the past half hour, police have been concentrating most of their effort in the street, marking some pieces of evidence with evidence markers. They have since now moved on to a car that's parked in a driveway about halfway down the street, shining their flashlights in there, trying to get a better idea of the scope of how many people and how many vehicles may be involved in this. We do know that about a half a mile from here is a separate scene over on Stevens and Aaron Road, and that is where we've seen a car roped off with crime scene tape there, riddled with bullet holes. And Fox 2 was over there earlier, spoke with a person claiming to be in the vehicle that was allegedly shot up, saying that he was not injured himself, but did witness the shooting, saying 3 people, including a woman that he tells us was pregnant at the time, all hit. Their conditions at this point are unknown. We are also waiting some sort of word on any sort of suspect description or if anyone is in custody. Again, 2 active scenes here out in the Eastpointe neighborhood as police work to determine just how many people are involved and who are involved, and if anybody should be on the lookout for potential gunmen and a sort of vehicle description. As soon as we get that information, we'll pass it along to you. Reporting live in Eastpointe tonight, Dave Spencer on The Edge.
All right, thanks, Dave. And also tonight, though, there are a lot of strong opinions about the war in Israel. But when a politician says something outrageous, it really captures headlines.
And tonight, a Michigan congressman is trying to clear up comments after he reportedly said we shouldn't be spending a dime on humanitarian aid. It should be like Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Get it over quick. Fox 2's Jessica Duke joins us live in reaction from the Middle Eastern community and from the Congressman Tim Walberg himself. And Jessica, how could the Congressman have framed this any other way when he's explaining his comments?
Yeah, especially, Roop, because in the era we live in, of course, it was caught on cell phone video. We'll show you that in just a minute. He is saying that it's been reported out of context, and he's actually walking this back, saying he's condemning any kind of nuclear weapons, and he said those things as a metaphor. In cell phone video gone viral, the town hall meeting in Dundee, Michigan last week, where U.S. Congressman Tim Walberg fielded a question about U.S. money used for humanitarian aid in Gaza. He said this:
we shouldn't be spending a dime on humanitarian aid. It should be like Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Get it over quick.
The Republican representing Michigan's 5th District suggested a nuclear bomb be used in Gaza. He went on to say the same tactics should be used to defeat Putin and help Ukraine win their war.
Genocide's not a joke, and his comments sounded genocidal.
Muslim leaders all over are appalled.
This individual, he's voting on defense appropriations and foreign aid that's going on right now towards war crimes.
Congressman Walberg releasing a statement to Fox 2 saying his comments are being taken out of context. He then condemned the use of nuclear weapons. Quote, I used a metaphor to convey the need for both Israel and Ukraine to win their wars as swiftly as possible without putting American troops in harm's way. My reasoning was the exact opposite of what is being reported. The quicker these wars end, the fewer innocent lives will be caught in the crossfire, end quote.
Dropping nuclear bombs as a metaphor is no joke, especially relating to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We know that if one nuke was dropped on Gaza, it would eliminate the entire population.
Dawood Walid with CARE Michigan, the Center for Arab-Islamic Relations, says it's these inflammatory comments that breed even more polarization in an election year, no less.
I would like to see the Michigan Republican Party come out and say that this has no place in our party for genocidal comments or talking about dropping bombs, nuclear bombs on women and children.
I just did a quick search of the Michigan Republican Party on social media. No comments about the congressman's comments. Now, the folks at CARE tell me they are hearing rumors that a protest is assembling at Congressman Walberg's offices at some point in the coming days. Unclear if it will be his office here in Jackson, Michigan, or in D.C. Reporting live, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Yeah, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, when you talk about not spending another dime of humanitarian aid to help people who are literally without food or medicine, I don't know anybody who's on board with that.
Absolutely. And the whole metaphor rationale that he's using at this point, I listened to about 1:30 of that full statement. It didn't seem like a metaphor to me. And of course, a lot of people feel that way.
Well, he has a lot more explaining to do, I think, on this one. Jessica Dupnack for us live tonight. Thank you.
A man is now charged, accused of threatening an Oakland County election official. Andrew Hess of Livonia made the alleged threat last December during an election recount at the Oakland County complex. Hess allegedly walked by and stated, "Hang Joe for treason," referring to Joe Rozelle, the county's director of elections. Hess is charged with false report of terrorism, a felony. If convicted, he faces up to 20 years in prison. A gas station owner in Detroit busted for dealing drugs.
After a several-month investigation, police confiscated 90 pounds of fentanyl and more than $150,000 in cash. According to court records, Barry Willis, the owner of the Citgo station and car wash at Livernois near Oakman, was selling dope out of a stash house on Littlefield. In addition to the 90 pounds of drugs, investigators also found a handgun, drug packaging materials, and scales at house. It was when they actually searched Willis's Clinton Township home they found the $150,000 in cash. Will appear in court later this week. Let's turn to the weather now. Some rain out there right now tonight, and we understand it's going to linger off and on until tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we're hearing nothing compared to what other areas, though, we'll see tomorrow, and storms. And Captain Rich, what are we talking about?
That's right. This big storm is coming out of the Rockies. You can see it spinning there in the panhandle of Oklahoma. But notice the plume of moisture all the way up into the Great Lakes. And this storm is going to be with us for the next couple of days. Notice all the green surrounding and including southeast Michigan. That's the rain that's coming and going. If you look close, there are some lightning strikes down there south of Ann Arbor approaching Metro Airport. But here in Southfield, it's just plain old wet. 41 degrees in southern Oakland County. 54 today. It was a beautiful afternoon. Then the clouds did thicken late today, and then this evening we had the rain arrive. 38 the low. You can see the averages, and there's your rainfall total so far, about 1/10 of an inch. Right now, a lot of us are near 40 degrees. These numbers are going to hold steady for the rest of tonight. However, the breeze is picking up a bit from the east and northeast. Colder air to the north, somewhat milder air to the south, and you'll see our next storm race at us from Oklahoma and Missouri. There it is. A couple of waves of low pressure form along it. Now tomorrow down in Ohio, there could be some dangerous weather. And then also notice on the backside, there is a bit of snow out there in Wisconsin, northern Michigan. This is going to be Wednesday night into early Thursday morning, but it's going to be an unsettled pattern for the next couple of days. There's that bullseye for severe weather tomorrow. Cincinnati, Columbus, Mansfield, Ohio, all included. We are not expecting severe weather. Occasional showers tonight and again tomorrow and again on Wednesday, even into Thursday, some lingering showers. However, baseball weather looks pretty good for Friday. Tigers home opener, breezy and cool. First pitch temperature 43. We'll check it starting at 4 a.m.
All right, Rich, thank you. Berkeley PD nabbing their bad guy before he could hurt anybody else while running from officers. On Thursday night, they got a call of a white Jeep Cherokee with a stolen license plate at 12 Mile in Greenfield. He led them on a high-speed chase down Greenfield, but an officer put an end to it at 696 with a pit maneuver. The suspect tried to outrun police, but police in their squad cars, they won that race. 20-year-old Desmond Morse of Detroit is charged with fleeing and eluding, carrying a concealed weapon, and resisting arrest.
We have received more information about the recent high-end burglaries in Oakland County. Sheriff Michael Bouchard announced last week that it appears a South American crime ring has returned to our area, targeting large homes that back up to the woods or golf courses to make sure they're undetected. The most recent burglaries took place in Bloomfield Township. One is a condo community on Sudbury near Squirrel Road and East Square Lake Road. Another is a home off Square Lake. near Telegraph. The sheriff's office is encouraging residents to be extra vigilant and report any suspicious activity. Dearborn experiencing a scary problem in their neighborhoods.
They're looking at it right there. We're told that these are really becoming a problem for pet owners. We're talking about coyote attacks. There's also worry for the safety of small children with coyotes roaming backyards and parks. Neighborhood groups are talking about the possibility of traps being set up, but some people in that area, they don't like that idea. Dearborn city officials plan to talk about the issue with residents at a city council meeting this Thursday night. Well, AT&T hit with yet another data leak impacting millions of customers' personal data.
The company says the leak involved social security numbers and passcodes. The data was discovered on the dark web, affecting about 73 million current and former customers. Information like full names and email addresses may have also been breached. The company has launched an investigation and will be emailing affected customers. They will also provide credit monitoring.
We offer services free of charge to our residents.
With inflation so high right now, you have to love an offer that's free. This week, the Detroit Health Department is offering free health screenings for its residents. No ID or insurance is required. It includes blood pressure screening, HIV testing, kidney function, lead screenings, and so much more. For a list of times and locations and services, go to detroitmi.gov/health.